Alright guys, welcome back to the NFA review channel. Today we're taking a up-close look of the SWR Octane 45 suppressor. This suppressor stands apart from others in the crowd mainly because of its multi-caliber versatility. You can basically buy this suppressor in 45 and run 45, 40, 9, 300 Blackout subsonic, 38 special, and 22, and it's user serviceable and you can take it apart to clean it. So you basically buy one suppressor and you can use it on all the hosts in your safe, which for some people on a budget, this is very important. Now you won't get maximum suppression if you shoot 22, 40, or 9mm through a 45 size opening. That's common sense. That being said, as I found out when I reviewed this, that the 22 sounds great, the 9 sounds good, and the 45 sounds great. I was pretty impressed. I currently own the Octane 9. Kind of wishing I waited for the Octane 45 to come out and just bought that instead. It's pretty versatile. It's basically the same suppressor. It has to clip together assembly baffles. You can take them apart, scrub them, clean them, put them in an ultrasonic cleaner. It shares the same mounting capabilities as the Octane 9 does. You can use the HK 3-lug mount, the fixed mounts, the booster assembly. You can swap the threaded pistons out and match them up to your corresponding host firearm. If you didn't want to go out and get the fixed mount, which you see towards the top left of the screen just under the HK mount, that gives it a cleaner look. If you didn't want to do that, you can just use the fixed spring spacer instead of the spring on a standard booster and basically create the same thing. It just won't have as clean as a look. As you can see here, I'm reassembling the baffle stack. All you do is you clean it, dry it off, put it back together, click each baffle together, slide it back into the tube, tighten the cap down with the piston, which also doubles as the field stripping tool. And then you can decide on whether or not you're going to use the HK mount, the fixed mounts, or a booster assembly, depending on what host firearm you're going to be using on. As you can see here, I'm reassembling with the piston assembly. Taking down the Octane 45 for cleaning and reassembly is user intuitive, easy for new users, and takes about the same amount of time as it would to clean the host firearm. The versatility of this suppressor is pretty amazing. As you can see here, I have a table full of guns. You can use one suppressor on all of them, from 22 to 9 to 45 is what I have here. So all you would do is you would swap the rear of the can off and correspond it with the mount that you needed for your host weapon. This is the HK 3-lug spring-loaded mount. You can use it on an HK 3-lug barrel, like on an SWR rifle build like I have, or on an HK MP5. The suppressor is full auto rated and sounds good doing it. Notice the blowback was minimal, especially on this gun when I shot it later. Push the mount down, quarter turn, it spring loads, tightens back up, push it down, remove it. Pretty simple. As you see here, here's an up close look at the fixed mount. This is the proper way to do it. You could put the fixed spacer instead of the spring inside of the piston assembly, but the fixed mount is just better. There's less parts and looks cleaner. It does look a little ridiculous on this Mark III 2245. Up until this day, I had never shot a 22 through a 45 caliber can, so I was pretty surprised later when I saw the outcome. This can is very versatile and a great buy if you're on a budget. I definitely wouldn't look any further.
Now compare it to dry fire. Sounded fucking awesome, actually. I'm pretty impressed. No first round pop, nothing with all that volume.
Very quiet.
Little front heavy, but it'll work.